Hello, I'm delighted to be part of On One Boat, International Chaplaincy for COVID times. And I'm so grateful to Yvonne O'Neill for inviting me to share a reflection with you all. It truly is an honor. And a quote Yvonne sent me said, "We are called to be rowing together for the benefit of all in these turbulent waters, tossing around our societies, economies, households, and personal lives." Yes, it's so true. And art, jazz, as we're celebrating, poetry, music, often I feel is God's gift to us for reflection, for uplifting thoughts, and to build community, to remind us of our connection to one another. So I'm going to start with a song that actually is more of a gospel feel, but it is a song that speaks to faith, and it's written with my partner in writing, Will McClasson, and it's called "Who Walks That Road with You?" When your life has no direction, you're not going anywhere, and the dreams you dreamed have scattered, and the hurting's hard to bear, and things don't seem to work out. No matter what you do, you'll always know, oh, don't you know, who walks that road with you? If sometimes the tears come easy, 'cause the living's got so hard, and there's just no use pretending things aren't what they are, and time can hang so heavy when your choices are so few. You'll always know, you got to know, who walks that road with you. There'll be days when you have to take chances, and the path before you isn't very clear. Never doubt which way you are going, 'cause if your faith is true, you know who walks with you. And when the road gets smoother and your luck begins to change, don't forget what got you through, so your life can be reclaimed. Just look up at the sunshine, and once again you see the truth. You'll always know, oh, don't you know, who walks that road with you. There'll be days when you have to take chances, and the path before you isn't very clear. Never doubt which way you are going, 'cause if your faith is true, you know who walks with you. Yes, and when the road gets smoother and your luck begins to change, don't forget what got you through, so your life can be reclaimed. Just look up at the sunshine, and once again you'll see the truth. You'll always know, at last you know, who walks that road with you. You'll always know, at last you know, who walks that road Yeah. That song is also our Wilma and myself's tribute to people like Nina Simone, Roberta Flack, which they're such geniuses and have inspired my work, both from artistic point of view and certainly social justice. Yeah. So, yes, as artists, as people coming together in community, faith through this whole time is what will have us emerge as triumphant faith. Yes. And in that vein, there is a poem that actually I wrote for my mother, who was Adrian, was a very faithful person. Although being an accountant by profession, she was a very brilliant musician and a community leader. And again, someone in troubled times. I remember very clearly when I was growing up in Detroit, my mother, we lived outside the city, but during the riots, I was very small. My mom, though, gathered canned goods and food, went into the city and helped out, and always had something positive to say and do in her entire time on this planet. So she's a source of faith. And certainly in these times of COVID, faith is the key. So this song poem is for Adrian. Before my own eyes, I'm emerging and changing, still giving it my all, still offering my heart in a song. Will you listen? Will you sing with me? Can we celebrate life, all there is of it, as we move along? In our song, we will remember the depths, the despair, as well as the joy in our hearts. We will listen to the music of our ancestors, the songs that inspire us, and feel their strength in the rhythm. Their song is ever expanding. And feel their cacophony of sounds. It lifts us up, guides us. Can you hear it? The melody is all around us, and the rhythm, it's in a heartbeat. The essence of the rhythm propels us forward. The rhythm it's in all things. The beat is in the depths of our being. The act of getting past the obstacles immediately before us becomes a ritual dance, accompanied by the melody and the rhythm of the ancestral chorus. And the song is choreographed by faith and hope. And the lyric of the song is simple. Let go, trust in God. Keep moving. Let go, trust in God. Keep moving. So, in closing my reflection time, there is a song that I think the first time I heard it, I fell in love with it. But actually was in the context of this project that I was doing. I work a lot with using music and poetry and work with visual artists and movement, all of these elements to build community. And sometimes it's a backdrop, a reflection for having those hard conversations. And I'm very proud of that work. And this particular song comes from a production that I worked with in my own place that I live now, Staten Island, with the Universal Temple of the Arts, which, by the way, is headed by another very strong woman, going on 50 years of serving the community. And this song is called Kokika, and it sort of speaks to an island vibe, which is part of my heritage, and also the songs we used to hear, again, Nina Simone or Odetta, Harry Belafonte sing, but it was written by a wonderful jazz musician that's living in New Orleans that I've had the honor of working with, Betty Shirley. Betty Shirley. And this talks about, again, making peace with your ancestors. I love it too because it refers to the father, and we often, we often hear the masculine, but not as much in songs like these. And it just moved me because it's a good song. And it's called Kokika. I saw a bird who tried to fly up to the sky so far away, and through my eyes I watched him as he glided high, so gently, oh so gently, he was flirting with the wind, diving and turning, saying goodbye to a friend. Kokika, 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 kokika. Then made you and I saw a zebra in the forest who was feeding from the trees. The grass grew tall around him. Then I saw the sea. The winds brought waves upon the waters, and as I looked across the sea, I could see my father waiting there for me. Kokika, 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 kokika. Then made you and I. Heaven's name was our creator, who made all things that could fly, who made the birds, the bees, the babies, then made you and I. Kokika, 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 then made you and I. Kokika, 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 then made you and I. Then made you and I. Then made you and I. And I think sometimes songs create a visual image for the artist, and actually in the context of the piece that Kokika's done, the children are singing the Kokika, and you get this real connection with community and with love, and again with hope. You know, we are resilient, we're faithful, and we're loving. And nothing can separate us from the love of God. Nothing And so I guess that's my reflection for jazz. And I've worked quite a bit in that medium with some wonderful people over the years. Bassist Vishnu Wood, Grover Washington Jr., many, many, many musicians that have inspired my life. And that's the thing about jazz, it's improvisation. And people come together and they speak through music. And when you leave jazz, when you leave after you've sung the blues, you're uplifted. It is cathartic. Our catharsis happens because we throw ourselves into it and we are one, and we realize our connection to God through whatever we do, through our music, through the kind words, through prayer. And I hope we'll keep those things close to us. And that's my reflection. I'm not at all a priest or any of those things, but I'm honored to spend this time with you. Thank you again, Yvonne. And we will stay connected in faith. Thank you.
We toss our fragrant flowers gently on the ebb tide to send them far, far out to sea, to say that never will we forget. And with our flowers floating freely on the ebb tide, we send our love, we send our tears, and now we'll only weep silently, for the sea has taken those whom we love. May they rest within the depths of the sea. And we will send our flowers floating on the ebb tide to tell our love, to take our tears. And now we'll only weep inwardly. For the sea has taken those whom we love. May they rest within the depths of the sea. And we will send our flowers floating on the ebb tide to tell our love, to take our tears. Will we forget?